The A7V makes the FX2 obsolete in pretty much every way. Why would you buy it? Hey everyone, I'm Cole Caparoon. Thank you for stopping by the Aperture Life for another video. Now, with the release of the A7V and how much of an upgrade it was over the A7 IV and subsequently the FX2 in video, this makes the FX2, this is a problem for Sony. Because when it comes to cinema cameras like the FX2 or the FX3 that I'm filming this on, there are a couple things that matter the most. First of all is dynamic range. It's a very important metric for filmmaking cameras. One is like its usability. How durable is it in a professional environment, which is why they all have cooling fans. How easy is it to rig up, which is why they all have 1/4-20 screw holes all over them. Rolling shutter performance and available frame rates. I think it's very safe to say that these are the very most important things for filmmaking cameras. But the A7V is better than the FX2 in every single one of those ways except the mounting system, the 1/4-20s all over, allowing you to rig it up. This makes me feel pretty sorry for people who just bought the FX2 because the A7V sensor is what should have went in the FX2. So what's the differences? Well, the A7V has full frame 4K 60. The FX2 has 4K 60 with a crop. The A7V has 4K 120 frames per second in an APS-C crop. The FX2 has no 4K 120. The A7V has twice as fast readout speed, half the rolling shutter of the FX2. It has the exact same dynamic range, but it actually has a sharper image since both sensors are 33 megapixels, but the noise reduction on the A7V is improved, giving enhanced sharpness. The image out of the A7V is actually better than the FX2. The A7V's new single chip processor that has all the AI autofocus and everything in it lets the battery life be 23% longer and reduces overheating to basically zero. Gerald Undun's test of the A7V, he said that it had better heat performance at 4K 60 than some cameras he tested that had fans. That's insane. The autofocus is night and day different. And here's the real kicker, they're the same price. So literally the only thing that you get with the FX2 that beats the A7V is just the ability to rig it out. The fact that you've got 1/4-20 holes all over it, and it is a cinema camera that you can put a top handle on very easily without buying a cage. But given that they're the same price, there's zero reason, in my opinion, to buy an FX2. I can't think of a reason. 10 times out of 10 times, almost no matter what your situation is, I would buy the A7V over the FX2. And if you're constantly in super hot environments in the tropics, filming 4K 60 for super long periods of time, then you probably should be looking at an FX3, honestly. Because the jury is still out on the A7V on whether or not it has good enough heat performance to operate outside in 90 or 100 degree Fahrenheit weather indefinitely without overheating, but a real professional camera like the FX3 that does have all the dynamic range and does have the lowest rolling shutter and does have all the frame rates and you can rig it up and it has a fan, that's arguably the move. But I can't see who buys an FX2 moving forward, and if I had an FX2, I would probably sell it and buy the A7V. Now I'll put links to the A7V down below, along with links to all my lenses that I use, my lights that I use, my microphones that I use, literally everything that I use. I'll put links in the description down below if you want to check those out. But I just wanted to throw this out there real quick because I don't think just about anyone should buy the FX2 when the A7V exists. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or maybe you completely disagree. Maybe I've overlooked something that you know about the FX2, so drop it in a comment if that's the case. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.